What's up, Foilers? I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season. I have been developing this app called Foilquiver, which lets you browse, search, and compare the foil specs across multiple brands. It is a pretty simple app, but there definitely is a little bit more in-depth features too, so I figured it is a good time to share it with the community. So let's get started. So why did I build this app to begin with? When I started foiling, I quickly noticed that the naming convention of the foils are kind of all over the world. So for example, when we look at the code foil, their model names are going with the surface area in the square centimeter. So if we look at the A10X, that is 810 square centimeter as the surface area. Now we move to the axis foil. If we look at the Spitfire 780, the 780 is the 780 millimeter as the wingspan, not the surface area. Now moving on to the Unifoil, we are going back to the surface area, but this time it is the square inches instead of the square centimeter. And if we go to the Gong, then now it goes to the t-shirt sizing, medium, large, extra large, and so on. So yeah, for me, I quickly got very confused to figure out how all of this maps out to expand my quiver. So that was kind of the entry point of the idea of this app. And even if when I was staying in one brand, it was still a little bit difficult to gather the spec data across different models. So for example, if I have a bunch of like a S line and I want to compare that with X, then I have to open up multiple tabs and everything. And of course, I started to make the Excel spreadsheet, but then it dawned on me that probably a lot of other people are still doing this too, so I figured I would just build the app and then put them all in the same place, was kind of the idea. So the app is available as a web app at app.foilquiver.com, and there is also the iOS and Android app if you prefer to have the native mobile apps as well. And the interface is exactly same across the platform, so you will not miss out by going one way or the other. So the first main page is just simply dumping all of the foils in the database. So you will see the columns for the brand, model, area in square centimeter, wingspan in millimeter, aspect ratio, front wing, tail wing, price, and the link to the product themselves. I try to keep these values as accurate as possible, but of course it can get outdated, so please let me know if you notice anything that is wrong or missing. You can just browse every foils that's in the database by scrolling, but of course that is not super helpful. Most of people know exactly which foil that they are interested or the brand that they are writing. So with the search feature, you can basically search brand, model name, any of the numbers that's part of the model. So for example, if I want to look at only code foil, then I can just type code and it will just show every code foil. I can search axis and I can do model name, of course. So that's kind of the basic feature of search and browse. Besides the basic search feature, there is also the filter feature that you can use to filter out specific brand or specific models. So it is available in this top right corner. You can click that one, and then it will display all the available brands and all the available models. And if you start to narrowing down a specific brand, then it's going to only show the series that is available in that brand. So if I want to, for example, I want to compare the Armstrong MA and then MA Mark II models, then I can just search those two series. And then coming back to this UI, you're going to see everything that is available here. And of course, you can start comparing multiple brands too. So on top of the MA and MA Mark II, maybe I want to compare them with the Axis, Spitfire, and Surge, for example. Then I can search all of these combination, close it out, and then now you will get the table that is more relevant to the foils that you are interested in. Now going into a little bit more in-depth feature, which is the comparison mode. So now I narrowed it down to specific brand and models, and I want to compare the specific foils from this filter. So I can start selecting few of the foils that I am interested in comparing. And as you can see, once you click them, there is the button for clear and compare shows up. Clear just simply clears the selection, but if you hit this compare button, then it will go into this comparison mode. The search feature works a little bit different when you're in the comparison mode. So let's say I want to actually see what kind of code foil would fit in this range that I am interested in. Then I can just simply search code while I'm in the comparison mode, and then it's going to display every foil that's matching the search criteria. And then I can start picking few more foils that is relevant to what I am looking for here. And I picked a couple of foil that's kind of similar to the surface area that I was looking at. And when I clear this out, you can see the 2 more code foil is now added in this comparison view. So that's kind of the basics of the comparison mode, and if you want to save this for the future reference, you can also do that. It does require the sign up because now you need the profile to save this data with. For the sake of the demo, I'm going to just save this as is. I am going to do it as the demo Quiver, description optional, let's say Armstrong and axis and code. The visibility, it just simply controls if this quiver can be shared with other user or not. If the quiver is public, I can just copy this quiver ID as the URL, and the other users who's not signed up can just get the exact same quiver that you saved to share. So yeah, I hope this is helpful for other users to start comparing their own quiver and get some feedbacks to what to add and what to change and whatnot. This Quiver Management feature is basically the main feature that I use this app for personally. So this is all of my foils saved in this Code plus Access Quiver. And every time I am thinking about adding new foil in my quiver, I just come here and start searching. Right now I'm thinking about adding another big foil kind of similar to PNG 1150, and I can see what other models in the code foil would fit kind of similar to that range. Also, I know like Axis just recently released the Surge, and I can see how those models would fit in my current quiver. So yeah, that has been kind of like the big relief for my foil brain to kind of figure out which foils to look for in the future. I am slowing down a little bit, and every time I say I am done with buying foils for a while, there is always new hot things comes out and my foil brain tingles again. So yeah, I'm kind of glad that I made this app to make this process a little bit more easier, and I hope this helps the other people as well. So a little bit more on this Quiver Management. Of course, once I search and see other things line up, maybe I now purchase the Surge 1010, then I can just simply click some of the foils that I am going to add into my saved quiver. And then you can see as soon as I click this Surge button, I can either hit the Save Changes. Then yeah, now when I come back to my saved quiver, it is going to load this quiver with the Surge 1010. Same thing as the removing, I can remove this by clicking it and then hit the Save Change button, and now that is gone. So yeah, a little bit of a quirk in the UI, but yeah, figured I'll try to make it as easier as possible, but I hope it is intuitive. If you can think of any of the UI improvement, please let me know. A couple more minor features while we're on it. So on the same menu bar here, you can change which columns to show or hide. Yeah, brand, maybe you're not that interested about the price, you can hide them. So yeah, you can just kind of like simplify the view a little bit if some of the column is not that helpful for you, or if you want to show everything again, then you can just simply click the reset button. There is the dark mode, of course, for all the nerds who's having a sensitive eyes. Dark mode is definitely must have. So yeah, dark mode support is available. Yeah, you can come to the account to do the manage Quiver. You can delete your Quiver, create the new one. That is all available there as well. So that is pretty much every feature that is available at the moment. Of course, there's a lot more to be demanded. A lot of people are asking for more metrics, things like the cord length, thickness, angle of attack is another metrics a lot of people are interested in. Yeah, I understand the just the area and span and aspect ratio don't tell the full story of the foils, but it's still better than nothing, and I think those basic specs are still helpful. So yeah, I do have a plan to add more metrics. The challenging part is that not every brand are providing those metrics. So yeah, I'm hoping I can get a little bit more data in the future to add more in this app for sure. I am also hearing the filter for the range of the surface area, wingspan, aspect ratio. So instead of like dialing down exact number, being able to say I want to have 1500 to 2000 as the area range. That sounds like a great feature to have. So yeah, I'll add those as well. Of course, there's still lots of brands missing. I need to get back to it and start adding more. I have been having more fun on making YouTube videos than developing this app, but I'll get back to it. It is winter, there's not that much good surf, so maybe this is a good season to actually hammering down this app a little bit more. And yeah, please give me some encouragement and comment on the feedbacks and everything so I can get a little bit more motivated and get this app development going again. These are the current supported brands, and I'll start adding more. So please leave down the comment if there are specific brands that you really want to see it in the app sooner than later. I'll try to prioritize by the number of comments and number of feedbacks from the users. I think that's everything that I have to share in terms of the feature of the app. A quick channel update and correction / celebration. So my last video was about the Foil Cedrus mast comparison, and in the video I was talking about I'm not affiliated with the Foil Cedrus team, but soon after I posted the video I did end up getting the affiliation link, and this is the first time I got any kind of affiliation link, so kind of excited. But yeah, you can use the checkout code Foilquiver at foilcedrus.com and you will get 5% off, and I'll get the 5% Foil Cedrus store credit, which I'll use to get more masts for more gear review. To be clear, the money is not the main motivation to create these YouTube videos or the Foilquiver app. More or less, I'm just having fun, just sharing my experiences and trying to help the community as much as I can. Yeah, I'm still a humble beginner here. I don't really see myself becoming a pro level rider anytime soon. So yeah, I hope this journey is more or less just like the capturing of the continuous growth. Please hit the like and subscribe button if this video or the Foilquiver app has been helpful for you. I am almost at the 500 subscriber numbers, and it will be really amazing to close this year with that milestone. And I'll see you next time. Bye!